Hello everyone, it's Aaron from Green Monkey Lo-Fi, and today we're just going to have a look at how we can actually achieve some amazing guitar lo-fi tones. Now, just like you heard in the demo just now, it's actually from one of my upcoming singles called Wonder How You've Been. Be on the lookout for that. Now, the guitar tones we're kind of looking at is from artists like Lofi, Hugway, maybe even Colt. It's kind of like a melancholy sound. What we're going to do, we're going to head into the music program now, and I'll quickly show you how that sounds done. Okay guys, so here I am in Studio 1.6. So the first thing in achieving a really nice guitar tone is actually to know the sound of your guitar. Now this is probably not talked about as much as it should, but it's like sound selection. You know, you always hear lo-fi producers say, oh, it's all about sound selection, it's all about sound selection. Well, when you are making a Guitar Central lo-fi track, that is part of the sound selection. You know, it's making sure that you understand how to get the tone you want out of your guitar. Now, if I just demonstrate, we got this melody. Right? If I change this to a lead now. You can see that there's a lot more presence in the tone, right? We can also dull that lead down. So now we've got like kind of a super bright tone. And my point is really that the first step you should be taking is to focus on trying to get the tone close to the way that you want it from the guitar itself, and make sure that you're actually getting that. So the next thing I want to talk about is actually your input levels of your guitar as well. So basically, if your input levels come in too hot, when you run it through an amp like Amplitube or any other amp plugin that you have, your input level is going to be so hot that it's actually going to drive even the clean amps to sound distorted. And obviously, we're not trying to do that unless it's intentional. If we focus on, when I'm not speaking, the output levels down here, down to the right down here, just my overall output. You can see I'm coming in, you know, somewhere around -11, somewhere around there. Now that's a nice healthy level to drive into something like an amp, because that amp is going to amplify that signal. Okay, so you do need room for that. And I think that's a looked over thing quite often. And when I started out doing kind of guitar centric lo-fi stuff, I actually drove my signals way too hot. So definitely wanted to pass that on. Just make sure that you do get a healthy level going in. So yeah, let's talk about the tone then. So, and how we actually achieve the sound. So if we look here on my first guitar track, I think this is just chords. First thing I've done is run it straight through to Amplitude 5, and I've just used a standard stock preset. It's called Chorus, You've Got Me Floating. Yeah, one thing I will say though, you can use stock presets, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you do need to adjust it, don't be scared by getting involved in the controls, like really don't. And that goes across anything, you know, if you've got a plugin, if you've got a synth, just get involved, you know, use your ears and just trust your ears. All right. But yeah, so then with the next one, which is basically the melody track, I've basically run it through another preset. It's called King P. I do think I did change a bit of the tone on this one, but probably not that drastically. And then again, I've cut off some of the lows and cut off some of the highs. Now I've done this across all of my electric guitar tracks, and this is quite common because you don't want your electric guitar tracks in lo-fi to be too bright or too dark either. Okay, too bass heavy. Yeah, just cut off, you know, somewhere about around 100 hertz, and then I've cut off somewhere around the 5,000 mark as well. Okay, so yeah, after all the processing, all I've done is run it through a reverb, which is Valhalla Shimmer, and this is a really nice reverb plugin for creating some atmosphere in the track, and you can hear that in the guitars if you pay attention to how they ring on afterwards. And that's it really, you know, that's how you achieve the tone, is by doing a lot less than what you actually think. But, you know, in lo-fi, you really got to keep it simple. you know. So if this video did help you in any way, please do hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.